On July 20th, after 13 orbits of the moon to prepare for landing, the Eagle, with Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin inside, prepared to disengage from the command module, piloted by Michael Collins. For the first time in history, 2 astronauts approached the moon to stand there. In Houston, in the control room, the engineers hold their breath.
Once the lunar module had separated from the command module, you could see the energy. They were ready to go down to the surface of the moon.
When the lunar module began its propelled descent to the moon, Armstrong and Aldrin again felt gravity on their bodies. They knew then that the moon was close enough to exert its power of attraction. Neil Armstrong spotted the landing site, and everything was going according to plan. But 6,000 feet above the lunar surface, the Eagle's computers began flashing. Alarms sounded, and errors 1202 and 1201 appeared on the screen.
The most stressful part occurred about halfway down to the surface of the moon when we started having a series of program alarms where the computer indicated that it was too busy to get all the jobs done, and it basically would work only the priority, the guidance, navigation, and control things.
They had found in simulations just a couple of days before that if they ran both systems that they had on board for landing, that it would overload the computer and they'd get a 1201 alarm.
Distracted by the alarm, Armstrong didn't realize the onboard computer was taking them right toward a rocky slope of a crater. The Eagle was on a crash course with the lunar surface. But something amazing happened in the cockpit. With tremendous calm, Neil Armstrong switches to manual mode and gives the mission everything he's got.
We are trained to be what they call problem solvers in English, and Neil Armstrong had this mentality.
The fuel reserves were running out. A site had to be found immediately. There were only 60 seconds left.
They had about 3% of their fuel left when they landed.
If they had gone a few more seconds, they probably would have been forced to abort.
Unlike your car, when you're on empty, you know, I bet I can squeeze 10 more miles out of this baby, just enough time to get off the road and get to a gas station. In the lunar module, when you hit 0, your engine stops.
With the lunar module's rocket fuel almost completely spent, Armstrong manages to land in the Sea of Tranquility. It is Sunday, July 20th, 1969, at 3:17 p.m. and 39 seconds Houston time. He touches down so gently that Buzz Aldrin had to look at the control display. Time stands still. It is then that Neil Armstrong broke the silence with a sentence we would never forget.
Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Capcom Charlie Duke had to raise his voice to reply amid the applause and shouting in the Houston control room. Without Neil Armstrong's calm under pressure, Apollo 11 would have surely met